Good morning, people. Welcome back to the channel. Philippine life through the eyes of an expat with his wife, his lovely wife. And today, or this morning, I'd like to talk about love. And the reason I'm saying that is because there are many channels I've noticed on YouTube and around the world of people being miserable. You know, all negative videos, don't do this in the Philippines, don't do that in the Philippines. You know, love is one of the most important things that we can have, and we all possess it. You don't have to buy it, it's free. You don't have to buy love. Unless some people can't get love themselves and then they have to go with a woman to buy it, but I'm on about generally. And to be happy doesn't take a lot. To be negative and miserable takes a lot of, you know, it, for me, it's difficult to be miserable. And it's difficult to be in a bad mood. It's much easier to be nice and spread the love around, show people how much you care. And it's just so much easier. It really is. We don't know how lucky we are. Many of us don't know how lucky we are. We've got our health, we're relatively fit. And that in itself is a reason to be joyous. Because the older we get, we might lose that health, and then it's time to be miserable, but at the moment it's just so much easier to be nice and spread love on the internet, spread love around the world. I've tried to do that all my life. I've always been a positive person. Even in times of trouble, I've always been positive, because there's always solutions. There's always solutions. If you sit and you dwell and you wallow in your self-pity and your miserableness, you're never going to have any good friends, and no one's going to want to be around you because of what you're spreading, because of the vibe that you're giving out. And subscribe, guys, subscribe. And I've got to say, just recently, we've got much more subscribers now, and it's really nice. We went live last night and the day before, and we're making more friends from around the world, and it's brilliant. It really is. It's nice to be making these friends, having conversations. Really nice. So make some comments as well. One of our subscribers asked us how we met, and we met in a shop. We met in a shop.
The shop of my uncle.
Yes, in the shop of Mira's uncle. And I was in an apartment when I first came to the Philippines. I've been here a year already at that time. And I rented an apartment, and the apartment was very close to the shop.
Yeah, in the back of my shop of my auntie.
And I used to go around there all the time to buy my bits and pieces, daily needs, mainly coffee in the mornings. And I met Mira, and we were talking for 6 months before we started dating.
Yeah, but she's so very joker. She's like that of me. Romeo and Juliet, like that.
Yeah, and Mira being very shy. But yeah, so that's how we met. And I didn't come here for a girl. I came here because I wanted a better life from England.
Yeah.
Took early retirement, so I didn't come here for a girl.
Not expected.
It wasn't expected. 2 things I said I would never do. One was get married, and the other one was have any more children. But life is life. Everything is unexpected. And I think this is the beauty of life. We don't know the future, and expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. So yeah, that's how we met. And then we dated for a year or so.
Yeah.
And then I had to see Mira's family. Her mum and dad came from Shogun.
Yeah, but we come in here in Dipolog.
yeah, to meet me.
Yeah.
And her mum and her dad can't speak any English, or
No.
very little. So Mira wrote out a little letter in Visaya, and she expected me to read that to her parents. Well, I couldn't do that. I'd only been here a year and a half. I couldn't understand anything, and I couldn't pronounce anything correctly.
But
So
only my auntie with explanation, that's why.
yeah,
Because my mother and my father is not how to talking English.
so yeah, they come and saw us, and I had to basically ask for their blessings, and it went very well. Her father, I bought him a bottle of Kalafu afterwards. He shook my hand and he gave me his blessing. They live quite far away from here, so we don't see them very often. Even Mary doesn't see her parents very often. It's a long way to go, especially with a young son travelling. Maybe next year we will probably pop down there. Dogs are barking. It's the province. It's natural.
Yeah.
I get used to it. I don't hear it anymore, or I hear it, but it doesn't bother me. So yeah, that's how we met. And then after the blessing, then it was expected that Mira was to move in with me, which is what happened. I got a bigger apartment, and we moved into there. And then we got married a while after that. A couple of years after that, we got married. We had Kaylin, and that's the story. But many foreigners come here to meet women, or they've met them on a dating site. They come here and meet them, but I didn't, because it was the last thing that I was expecting. I just come to the Philippines for retirement,
Yeah.
and that's it. Got married, had a child, and I had no intentions of buying land and building a house. I was just happy being in a rented apartment. But when you get married and you have children, you have to think of the future.
I think you like it. We around the world you can go to.
Yeah, I
Like
did.
the last time you go to in Korea. Always
Yes.
we go to in Korea.
Yes. But now, you have to think of your family, and you have to leave your family something. So at least they've got this house and some land. And next year, I'm going to do business next year, because now I'm a permanent resident. I can legally do business here, and I'm going to have a commercial fishing boat built, and that will be the income for my wife when I'm not here anymore. And for me while I am here, and I hope I'm here for a long time yet. But going out fishing, a crew of 4. I know about fishing. I've done fishing all my life in my spare time. And the place where I've got my little boat, where I do angling fishing out on the ocean, there are some old guys out there, old fishing guys, and good captains, good skippers of boats. So that's the plan next year. To do piggeries here is no good. It's no good to do a piggery business. Shops are no good, sari, no good. You only earn a tiny bit. But fishing, because as everyone knows, the Filipinos like their fish and they like their rice. Of course, we was going to also think about getting a rice mill, doing a rice mill, but there's too many of them. There's too many of them. Too much competition. But the fish, and where the boat will be, it will be harboured right near the fish port. So of course you catch your fish straight in the fish port. So that's our plan for next year. And to get 4 wheels, to get a car, because at the moment we've only got a motorcycle. Anything here is expensive like that. Cars, second-hand cars, anything so expensive, because there's nothing made here. Everything is imported. So you're paying such a lot of money for it. So that's the plan next year. 4 wheels and a commercial fishing boat. Not a huge fishing boat, but where we can get
Small, okay? Tiny.
a big Pamo net, which will be about 1,500 meters long, and maybe 22 meters in depth. That's the plan. And what else? I think that's about it for the plans for next year. But that's it. So yeah, spread love on the internet, guys. Spread love. There's too too much miserableness, too much bad things, too much negativity. So spread love on the internet. It's important. Guys, that's it for this morning. Just a very, very brief video. I'm going to go live today in the afternoon if my son allows it. We're going to do a live. I'll see if I can schedule it. If I can't schedule it, it'll just be spontaneous. I will do it if I get the time. But subscribe, guys. Keep the channel rising. It's rising very quickly now. And share the video. Share the video. Again, thank you guys for the subscriptions, and if any more new subscriptions or subscribers, thank you too. Thank you guys, and see you very soon on the live streaming with Stephen and Mira and Kaylin when he's awake. Thank you guys, much appreciated. God bless.